2018. The first 2 matches completed, both matches just 2 straight game wins, and the next match up is the men's singles, and it's the defending champion Viktor AXELSEN from Denmark versus Duarte Nuno ANJO of Portugal. It's a tall order for the player from Portugal. He's the number 130 on that world ranking, having played 19 tournaments. His best ever ranking is 111, and that was achieved on the 22nd of February this year. And his opponent is presently number 1 in the world, and he has been number 1 in the world for 43 weeks. As I've mentioned earlier, it's going to be a very tall order. Here we have the draw for the men's singles, and you can see it's the top 1. But what a tough draw it is for Viktor AXELSEN, having possibly to play a Chinese player in the second round as well, should he win this one, and then it just goes from really very difficult matches one by one. And here we got the stats on the 2 players. AXELSEN, 24 years of age, his opponent 22, ranked 1 in the world and ranked 130 in the world, as previously mentioned. What I was about to say on the player from Portugal is that he's had a very difficult year. He's lost 7 out of 9 tournaments in the first round of 2018, so this is a very, very difficult, tricky match up against the defending champion here from Denmark, Viktor AXELSEN. Starting this match, defending his title he won in Glasgow last year. And the head-to-head between these 2 players, as you can see, this is the first meeting.
Go ahead with the times. That's red, that's white. That's your choice. What's your choice? Thank you.
So here we have the profile of Duarte Nuno ANJO of Portugal. Age 22, 183 centimeters, ranked 130 in the world at the moment, and the highest he has been is 111. His opponent from Denmark is very different in the sense that he's 24 years of age, 194, but the ranking is 1 in the world, and the highest is 1 in the world, of course. But Viktor AXELSEN, as previously mentioned, have spent already 43 weeks as number 1 in the world, and of course have a long, long list of really, really fine results already. And this year he had a bit of a bad start as he got injured in the Indonesian Masters in January and had to skip some tournaments, and that meant he did not play at the German Open, he did not play at the All England, but started back again at the European Championship that he won very convincingly. After that, the Malaysian Open, he got to the quarter-final And a few weeks ago in the Indonesian Open, he got to the final where he lost to Kento Momota in 2 straight games. So, as I said earlier, we've just seen Shi Yuqi from China, number 3 seeds. Now we are watching the number 1 seed in the men's singles.
Duarte. IRS is working.
Yeah, that practice serve from Viktor AXELSEN was going long on the back line, but I'm sure he knows how to adjust it. And as usual, there's a lot of communication from Viktor AXELSEN to his 2 coaches at the back, especially to Kenneth Jonassen, the head coach, who got the Coach Award of the Year from the
Ladies and gentlemen,
Badminton Europe.
on my right, Duarte Nuno Anjo, Portugal. And on my left, Viktor AXELSEN, Denmark.
And the service judge here is Guinea of
Duarte Nuno
Mauritius.
Anjo to serve. Love all. Play.
The umpire is Eric De Roches of Canada.
Service over. 1, love. Two, low.
Oh, out of balance there, Viktor AXELSEN. But managed to save it. But luckily nothing happened. It's one of these situations where you could have twisted an ankle or so, but got out of trouble well here. That was an uneasy moment.
Three, low.
Centimeters here, getting out of trouble really nicely. That one down the line, but look at this, smash down the line and the follow-up, and absolutely no chance. But good recovery here by AXELSEN. Good spacious awareness.
Five, low.
So it's going to be very difficult indeed for Duarte Nuno Anjo of Portugal to get points. You know, he must get on that attack, as what he's doing here. Try to unsettle the defense of Viktor AXELSEN. It's not going to be easy, but that's the chance. If you want to go in there, get the points, you must take them. They will definitely not be given to you, that's for sure. 6-love. Good start here for the defending champion. Good play there, once again into that deep forehand corner. Proven to be so good corner to play.
6.
And Anjo is getting his first point. 1-6.
Service over. 7-1.
Straight away, Axelsen is noticing that the sideway drift, telling his coaches he's got to watch out for it. So a very handsome lead already, 8-1. And the rally length, as you can see, this one was 20 shots, and that's definitely the longest in this match so far. Again, here you see a textbook attack down the line, but trying to look at the follow-up. This is going cross-court, smash down the line. Look at how Axelsen already on the way forward there, making sure should it come back, he will be right on top of it. Trying backhand smash here by Viktor AXELSEN.
Service over.
Going for the big shot.
2-10.
This time with no follow-up, hoping for an outright winner. Instead it went into the net.
Japan.
And that is good play here by Anjo. The way he closed down the net. Playing a very tight net shot here, staying in and closing down the net. Again, this is textbook, but it doesn't happen that often, so really well played by Anjo. Good anticipation.
Thank you.
Quarterfinal. Women's single. Martina.
3-10.
Slovakia. Rachel Henrich. Canada.
Service over. 11-3. Interval.
And Viktor AXELSEN here, who was in the picture, goes into the mid-game interval, 11-3 up.
Muito soft. Você mais um bocadinho agressivo, toma que ele não quer tomar iniciativa. Não consigo ter um ataque. Mas então, epá, tentando fazer aquilo que nós falámos, que é jogar, quando queres rematar, remata para o esquerdo, a direita, ou para o corpo, se for primeiro para o corpo, a seguir é para a linha. Pá, jogar nestas coisas, usa amortiza direito, como tens estado a fazer. Pá, se conseguires tirar os clears, tira os clears. Pá, se tiveres que levantar,
20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So Viktor AXELSEN here in the picture, ready to commence again. 11-3 up.
11-3. Play.
Court 4. Mixed double.
12-3.
Chinese Taipei. Oliver Shu. Silatoka. Switzerland.
Yeah, good play here by Anjo. Straight down the centre of the court.
4-12.
Surprising the world champion. Whoa, what a smash. Unfortunately, that's going out, but what a power on that smash.
5-12.
So as always, debatable. Is it good to have a so-called easy match, or is it better to have a match where you really have to work hard to win in a first match in a tournament like this? I must say, me personally, I would prefer to have a match where you know you have to work
13.
If you win it too easy, you haven't really been out there and testing all the corners and really be pushed also mentally. 13-5 it is. Make that 14-5.
14-5.
Good play here by Viktor AXELSEN, in total control without really adding on the maximum pressure and power and pace, but trying some of his trick shot, delayed shots, making sure exactly what I tried to say before, how to settle in a match like this, into a tournament like this. What do you prefer? A more comfortable, easy match or a tough match?
Service over.
Whatever. Is all about
16.
Settling in, getting the confidence and feel good about being on that court. And the longest rally we've had so far in this match is 23 shots.
Service over, 17-6.
I stand corrected, it was actually 33 shots in that previous rally.
Service over.
There's no doubt that Viktor AXELSEN is taking the foot off the pedal at the moment. He's fairly comfortable having a 10-point lead.
2-eye. Service over.
So here the first service fault of the day. It was too high, which means that the shuttle has been struck higher than 115 centimeters, 115.
Seven.
Yeah, good delay shot there by Anjo. And that's where you've got to be careful. If that lift is too flat, means that Viktor AXELSEN can intercept. That's what he did, smash down the line and setting up 13 game points, 20 game point 7.
Service over, 8-20.
And that's wide.
Game. First game won by Viktor AXELSEN, 21-8.
And as the umpire is saying, the first game goes to Viktor AXELSEN, 21-8.
Så lige igen med at bevæge os, har størst prioritering på at bevæge dig godt, og spille rundt, men have det eksplosivt. Så måske arbejde på herovre for baggrundsiden, for den hårde mellemspil med. se jogares exatamente como nós conversamos. Ou não achas isso?
Acho.
Foda-se.
Eu estou a jogar às vezes muito rápido para chegar a rede. E claro, naquela altura não passa nada. Vou ter mais a distância. Vou lá atrás e esperar para chegar sem dar um outro toque. E aí depois tentar controlar a rede.
Então vamos dizer, estás a jogar o que estás a fazer isto. E estás a pensar no jogo. O outro estás a jogar mais para a volta da cabeça dele e o gajo aí é muito forte. Do lado direito estás a perceber exatamente aquilo que está a fazer. E ele está-te a deixar jogar, é ótimo.
Sim, sim.
Excelente. Vamos, meu. Anda. Vai, desfruta.
Nós
Sem pressa.
vamos, sem pressa.
Demora tempo antes de parar.
Isto tem que dar tempo, este jogo.
É isso, tem que durar.
Senão é 5 minutos.
É isso, demora tempo antes de receber. Tem calma, o gajo está-te a deixar. Vai ser um jogo bom. Vai estar a fazer boas jogadas concluídas.
There's no doubt it's a great experience for this man in the picture, playing against world number 1 AXELSEN from Denmark. He is really enjoying it, despite he lost the first game 21-8. I'm sure he will learn valuable experience.
Second game, level, play.
And in that mid-game, end of the game interval, the coaches and Viktor AXELSEN were talking about the sideway drift, which is very important to remember, and then also remember to stay explosive, but still, you know, get some rallies going and play from all angles and get used to the court.
Too low. Yeah. Yeah, quickly. Service over. 1, 2.
And you can see the base of Viktor AXELSEN there, standing very, very close to the net, up on that front court, making sure that he can close down as quickly as possible. Should the lift come in a situation like that, he will just recover it and play a rescue shot. Oh, that's way out of the court. Almost hitting the blue carpet.
Yeah. 5-1.
But it's interesting, in the case of Viktor AXELSEN, he lost the Malaysian Open to Lee Chong-wei, and he lost the Indonesian Open to Kento Momota. And those were also the two players that he lost to when he played the Thomas Cup for Denmark in late May, 10 weeks ago. That's an awesome attack. But the racket is gone. Try to have a look at this. The racket is completely gone. But what placement is that? Perfect, absolutely perfect. We have a laugh here. Strong power. That's really good. That's really good. Bit of a laugh here. It's quite amazing that the shot went down the way it did, despite the broken racket. But that's how it goes sometimes.
Service over. 2-5. Service over. 6-2.
Again, attacking the body there, and another body attack. Viktor AXELSEN was the successful one of the two.
7-2.
And that was a good attempt at half smash cross court from the backhand side. But it is a tall order for Anjo, being 130 on the world ranking, playing #1. Very difficult to find the gaps. It's very difficult to have the technique it takes to score the points. And as you can see here, taking a lot of chances and making these kind of unforced errors. Really trying to look for the gaps.
(10-2).
That's a good smash. That's a very, very nice smash.
Service over.
Straight down the line from the forehand situation. Look at this. The elevation jumping up, but the placement is perfect this time.
Service over, 11-3, interval.
Yeah, that's call in, and it's supposed to be in, as I see it, from where I'm sitting, right on the line. No need for a challenge. And we will soon have the confirmation of 11-3 into this mid-game interval. In the picture, Kennedy Jonassen, a former world #2 in men's singles.
Part 1, 20 seconds. Part 1, 20 seconds. (11-3), play.
And this time he was Viktor AXELSEN
12,
going for the flat initiative here at the net. The body, well played. No angles to play on a shot like that.
Yes.
And a 10-point lead here, 13-3 for the
13-3
world champion, who's defending his title in this tournament in Nanjing in China. That backhand pirouette is not something you will see a lot in the coming matches from Viktor AXELSEN. It's not one of his regular shots. He much prefer to go around the head and play a forehand shot on that situation.
(15-3).
So it looks like, as
16-3.
on paper, going to be a very comfortable win for the defending champion, having won 21-8 in the first and now 16-3 up in the second game. The opponent from Portugal simply do not have the game to threaten the world champion.
Yes,
and 17-3 it is. Very, very convincing scores. But as we talked about earlier, just before the match started, it's a very, very tough draw that Axelsen actually have got. If it goes according to, you know, what normally would happen, he's playing Huang Yuxiang of China in the second round. He's the number 4 player from China. And after that, he's got Eng Ka-long of Hong Kong, China. He's a top 10 player normally, which is also a quite tough draw. He's a good runner. And after that, in the quarterfinals, according to the draw here, he's up against the Olympic champion Chen Long of China. So that's a tough draw. But let's focus on the last few points here in this match.
4-18.
Yeah, good close down of the net here by Axelsen.
Service over.
They even get applauded by the Portuguese coach. Just 2 points away from victory here. That's a good shot cross court.
Service over. 6-19.
And that's nicely defended. This time he managed to get that body shot back. The shot directed at the body here. This one here got it back. Well defended.
7-19.
And that just clipped the top of the tape.
Service over.
And a lucky shot
20.
here.
Match point.
Bringing up
7.
match point for Viktor AXELSEN. And look at that shot, how to finish the match. Awesomely played by AXELSEN. Getting away with 2 fantastic shots at the net. To take this second game 21-7.
Match won by Viktor AXELSEN, 21-8, 21-7.
So the defending champion in the picture, safely into the second round. And here we have the final point, cross court there, and then cross court back again. Immensely well played by AXELSEN. Brings a smile to both of the players. And here we got the confirmation, 21-8, 21-7. Straight game win for Viktor AXELSEN, the defending champion from Denmark.